Will Mendoza beat out Cousins in training camp and become the starter in the beginning of the season? Vinny Bonsignore, former Raider beat writer, changed my mind, and here's why. Just yesterday, I sat back and listened to Vinny fill in for JT the Brick on Raider Nation Radio. I went in the show with the mindset of Kubiak and Tom Brady and company having a plan, and that plan was to sit Fernando Mendoza behind Kirk Cousins for at least half, if not most, the 2026 season. I went in thinking trust the process and let the professionals take care of the growth and development of our rookie quarterback. Here's the thing though, I wanted Derek Carr to come back one more year and mentor Nando simply because I think Derek at this point of his career is a younger, more viable quarterback than Kirk. Both have similar knowledge and experience, so when it was rumored he was an option, but it didn't come to fruition, whatever it was, the Saints contract, whatever, I noted that Kirk was never my first option. So here comes the draft. The Raiders then pick up Cousins right before they used the first overall pick on Fernando. I thought the seed was planted then. Make everyone think Kirk was going to come in and mentor Fernando, help him acclimate himself to the NFL and its speed. Never will a coaching staff just completely show their hand and go along with the speculation. Tom Brady then started making comments about it, saying, I like my quarterbacks to sit behind a vet and learn for a year. Now, that's what they want you to believe. This is chess, not checkers. What a lot of fans are going off of is the words of Tom Brady and the words of Klint Kubiak, which to be fair, is a smart thing to do. But they said before training camp, if Fernando shows that he's ready and he could pull ahead of the aging veteran, then plans could change. As fans, we should never just be stuck in one thought process and depend on other people's words fully. Plans change, mindsets change. We should always keep an open mind on how the development and the roster spots can change as well. So then I went back and watched every game Kirk played in the end of the season with the Falcons. I watched his movement, his throws, his decision making. Then it came to my conclusion, he's just average at best. His age is starting to show, and his arm looks weaker than the prior years. I honestly, wholeheartedly do not see Kirk Cousins thriving on the 2026 Raiders, especially with an unproven O-line and an unproven wide receiver core. Now, I'm not saying Fernando could come in and tear it up with the current wide receiver core, but I do feel he's the more athletic option and a better alternative even in his learning and adjustment year than Cousins. So after listening to Vinny speak on the type of on-field experience it takes, and I agree with him for the most part of his analysis of different quarterbacks that came in and did a great job their rookie season, in the likes of CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, they did decent in my opinion, made some mistakes but learned how to counter them in the future. And that's what on-the-job training does. It forces you to analyze your mistakes in real time. That's where experience comes from. If you're a surgeon, you're not just going to sit there and read a book. You have to be hands-on because the reading part has been done for years. The practice part has been done for years. It's honestly two completely different forms of practice, with the same goals of having actual hands-on experience. And I think that's something this coaching staff will allow. Now look, this season could end up being great. We could maybe string a couple games together and try to make a playoff push. But another great point Vinny brought up was, would you take 9 games with Cousins or would you take 6 games with Fernando? There's not that much of a difference, and all you're doing is stalling the learning curve a rookie is naturally supposed to go through to progress. So shout out to Vinny Bonsignore for a great perspective and a different outlook from a non-Raider fan looking on the outside in, because he's like a Rams reporter now or whatever. You see, I think Mendoza has the talent and the football IQ level worthy of being the first round overall pick. That's why they took him, because trust, they all would have looked in a different direction if they felt he couldn't take on the task. So I say start him day one. Let him get a feel in the preseason. Kirk is not our future, and he will not do much better than a rookie coming in on a learning curve. The Raiders absolutely know what they're doing. This is not the same staff or the front office that leads us up to Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Klint Kubiak said it himself. He's exactly what's been advertised. He's got every angle and aspect learning leverage for a rookie quarterback. When he says the best quarterback will play, He's not letting us know that. He's letting Fernando know that and seeing how he reacts to it. He's such a great coach with a lot of experience in handling the mental aspect of his quarterbacks. Now, if I'm right and I read the room correctly, which I think I am, I'm very confident in my analysis as well. I think that Fernando Mendoza will start this season and get a lot more reps with the first team. Fernando has some great experienced coaches to lean on and also has some badass top tier players to lean on in Lindenbaum, Brock Bowers, Essen Genti, Colton Miller, and a viable O-line, and the list could go on. We are all excited to see what lies ahead in training camp. I trust the process, and you know what I think? I think we're ahead of the process. Not saying this season is going to be successful or we're going to make it to the playoffs and make a run. No, I don't think we're there yet, but I do feel we're way ahead of schedule. And I could kind of compare this to the 2015 Raider team, which this one is slightly ahead due to the great coaching staff that has been put together. Also, Derek Carr won 7 games that season, and I think Nando has a chance to match that, but we have to let him play. More time behind anything in live moments is greater than any book you could read or any spot you could take sitting behind a different quarterback. I still see and hear a lot of doubters out there, even in the nation, speaking on how Mendoza could be a bust and they don't feel he's good enough to warrant being the first overall pick. But that just tells me they're stuck in that loser mentality mindset and they're just used to being shit. Nothing to look forward to and have to always give disappointing takes to soften the impact of a losing season. You can't blame them though. The Raiders have been giving us nothing but disappointment in the past years. But I say this, we have the right coaching staff and the right GM in the right front office and the right roster to turn this thing around. I'm excited for this year, and I'm wishing our team and our new quarterback nothing but success. It's time to flip the page, nation, and embrace the future, which the future is now. So that's all I got to say for today. If you want to check out what show I was referring to, I'll go ahead and leave it in the description. And if you could go ahead and leave a like and subscribe for more daily Raider content. Just like the Raiders are back, the real content creators are back as well. Something's in the air, guys, and let's embrace that shit. Raider Nation, baby, for life. And I'm out. Till next time. Peace.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.